All right, let's dive right into another deep dive with Tips Moto. We're hyped for this one, folks, because tonight we're off to Anfield for a massive Champions League face-off. Liverpool taking on Real Madrid.
Oh, this is going to be good.
We're going to unpack all the juicy insights you need come match day.
I think the most interesting thing here is how different these two teams' Champions League journeys have been so far.
Yeah.
You got Liverpool just crushing it, sitting pretty at the top, undefeated.
Unbelievable.
Then you have Real Madrid. You know they're used to being at the top, but this season they're scrambling and really need a win if they want to even think about making it to the knockout stage.
Yeah, Real Madrid is seriously lagging behind. It's almost crazy to think about them in 18th place.
Fine, right?
With only 6 points? I mean, come on.
It's pretty wild.
Meanwhile, Liverpool are just cruising. Perfect record.
Yeah.
12 points from 4 matches. This is make or break for Real Madrid.
You're absolutely right. A loss here would be devastating for them, but here's the thing.
What's that?
Their La Liga form is a whole different story.
Really?
They've won their last 2 matches, and not just one, I'm talking a combined score of 7-0.
Whoa. Okay, so which Real Madrid are we going to see at Anfield? The one struggling in the Champions League or this confident squad dominating La Liga?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
Yeah.
Their recent wins might give them a boost, but their Champions League woes, like that 3-1 loss to AC Milan, you can't just ignore that.
Definitely not. And we got to talk about it. Real Madrid's injury list is a nightmare.
It's brutal.
Vinicius Jr. being out is a massive blow. He's their main man in attack.
Absolutely huge loss for them. And it's not just him.
Oh, no.
You also have David Alaba, Dani Carvajal, Eder Militao, Rodrigo all out.
Ugh, that's rough.
And it gets worse. Aurelien Tchouameni and Lucas Vazquez are doubtful.
So basically half their starting lineup is out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Not looking good for them.
Not at all.
But hey, it's Real Madrid. You can never fully count them out, especially with Carlo Ancelotti. The man's a mastermind.
He is.
Especially in these huge matches. You know, he's got the experience and the tactical genius to figure something out.
You're right. Ancelotti's known for adapting, finding solutions, even when things are looking grim.
For sure.
This match will be a real test for him, that's for sure.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk. Liverpool, they've been unreal in the Champions League.
Absolutely.
Perfect record. 4 wins out of 4. Unstoppable force.
It's been impressive to watch, and that 3-2 comeback against Southampton in the Premier League, talk about resilience.
Man, they just keep winning.
They do.
8 points clear at the top of the table. They're in top form.
Shows their consistency and that winning mentality, it's there.
It seems like their new manager, Arne Slot, has really shaken things up.
Slot's tactics have been working, that's for sure.
Yeah.
His high-pressing system, it just disrupts everything, forces turnovers. It's like watching a pack of wolves hunt.
I like that analogy.
But what I find really fascinating is his focus on crossing. Yeah, you wouldn't think it's a big deal, but they lead the Champions League in goals from crosses, 5 already.
Wow,
It shows the quality of their deliveries and how strong their attackers are in the air.
Interesting. And let's not forget about Mo Salah. The man is on fire.
Absolutely.
Brace against Southampton, assists in the Champions League. He's unstoppable.
He's a world-class talent, no doubt, a threat to any team.
Definitely. But even Liverpool isn't immune to injuries.
True.
Alisson Becker, Diogo Jota, Federico Chiesa, all sidelined.
Big losses.
Yeah. But fingers crossed, Trent Alexander-Arnold can make a comeback from that hamstring injury.
Hopefully.
And good news, Harvey Elliott is back from his foot fracture.
That's a boost for their midfield, for sure.
Definitely. Having those guys back will be huge for Liverpool's game plan.
Right. But let's not forget, both teams are dealing with key players being out. It's a battle of attrition.
True, true. Okay, let's talk history. Head-to-head, Real Madrid has always had Liverpool's number in European competitions, haven't they?
Yeah, they've won 7 times against them, more than any other team they've faced in Europe. But, get this,
Okay.
Liverpool has actually lost their last 4 home games against Real Madrid.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that one-sided.
Yeah, Anfield hasn't been so friendly to them lately when it comes to Real Madrid.
Do you think that will affect the players mentally?
It's hard to say for sure, but it's definitely a factor.
Yeah.
Real Madrid might come in feeling pretty confident, knowing they've had the upper hand recently.
Right.
But Liverpool will be hungry to break that losing streak, especially at home.
Especially at Anfield.
Exactly. They won't want to let that happen again.
And who could forget that crazy round of 16 match last year?
Oh, man, that was wild.
Real Madrid won 5-2 at Anfield.
I still can't believe it.
That was the first time any team had ever scored 5 goals at Anfield in a European competition.
It was historic, showed just how good Real Madrid can be on the big stage.
This match has so much going on. Past results, current form, injuries, tactical battles. It's going to be a wild one.
It's going to be amazing to watch it all unfold.
For sure. Speaking of predictions, what does our supercomputer say about this clash?
All right, so our supercomputer has crunched the numbers, and it's giving Liverpool a slight edge, predicting a 2-1 victory.
Interesting. What's the reasoning behind that?
Well, first off, Liverpool's Champions League form has been impeccable, haven't dropped a point.
Yeah, they're on a roll.
They're playing with confidence and executing their game plan perfectly.
Makes sense. And they'll have that home advantage at Anfield, too.
Anfield is a fortress. That atmosphere gives them a real boost.
You can't underestimate that. But Real Madrid has a history of pulling off upsets. Even with all these injuries, they still have a world-class squad.
You're not wrong. You can never count them out. They've got the experience and the talent to rise to the occasion. But our supercomputer thinks that Real Madrid's long injury list, especially in defense, makes them vulnerable.
Yeah, I can see that.
Liverpool's pressing game could really exploit those weaknesses.
Interesting. So we're leaning toward Liverpool?
Slightly. But we all know anything can happen in football.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Real Madrid is a team that can never be truly written off.
Especially with Ancelotti calling the shots.
You never know what he's got up his sleeve. He's a wily one, for sure. Okay. But enough about predictions. Let's talk betting opportunities for our listeners.
All right, let's get down to it. What are we thinking?
Well, based on everything we've discussed, our top pick has got to be a Liverpool win.
Makes sense.
The odds are looking pretty good for that outcome right now, considering Liverpool's form and, well, Real Madrid's injury woes.
For sure, but I have a feeling this one could be a high-scoring match.
I agree.
Both teams have some serious firepower up front.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely thinking both teams to score.
Oh, I like that.
We're anticipating an exciting back and forth, goals on both ends.
I'm here for it. Both teams to score. Love it. Okay, what about total goals? Over or under 2.5?
We're leaning towards over. With all that attacking talent and some potential defensive weaknesses, especially for Real Madrid, we think there's a good chance we'll see at least 3 goals.
This is going to be a goal fest at Anfield.
It could be.
I'm excited. Okay, for our listeners who like to take a bit more of a risk, any thoughts on specific goal scorers?
Well, it's hard to bet against Mo Salah right now. He's been so clinical.
Yeah, he's in the zone.
So we're saying he's a strong contender from an anytime goal scorer.
Definitely. But with Vinicius Jr. out for Real Madrid, who do you think might step up for them?
All eyes are going to be on Karim Benzema.
Makes sense.
He's a proven goal scorer, a leader for them. He'll need to have a big game if Real Madrid wants to get anything out of this match.
Benzema loves those big moments, that's for sure. So Benzema for an anytime goal scorer, not a bad shout.
Definitely worth considering, and if you're feeling really bold, our supercomputer did predict a 2-1 Liverpool win.
Oh, yeah.
The odds for that exact outcome might be tempting.
I love it. Lots of great betting opportunities for our listeners tonight. But before we get too carried away, why should our listeners trust us, trust Tips Moto with their bets? What makes us different?
It's a fair question, and we're always happy to answer that. We're all about accuracy and transparency.
Right. It's not just about throwing out random predictions.
Exactly. Our predictions come from our supercomputer. It analyzes tons of data.
So it's not just some algorithm spitting out numbers.
Not at all. We have a team of experts, real people who refine that data, add their own insights and expertise to make sure we're giving you the most accurate and informed predictions possible.
So it's a combination of cutting-edge tech and human knowledge.
Exactly. We think that's what gives us an edge. Plus, we offer competitive odds tailored specifically for the Kenyan market.
That's important. But what about security? Our listeners are putting their money on the line. They need to know they can trust us.
Absolutely. Security is our top priority. We have a super secure platform. All transactions are safe and protected. You can bet with complete peace of mind knowing your information and your money are secure.
That's good to hear. And we also have amazing customer support available 24/7. If you have any questions, any concerns, we're here for you.
We're all about providing the best service, making sure you have a smooth and enjoyable betting experience.
Awesome. So Tips Moto is your one-stop shop for everything you need to make informed and exciting bets on this Champions League match. But it's more than just betting.
It is.
We're building a community here. people who love football, who want to share their passion for the game.
And that's where our social media comes in.
Exactly. Find us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the big ones. Follow us for live match updates, expert opinions, behind-the-scenes stuff, special offers, all that good stuff.
We want you to be a part of the Tipsmodo family.
Your participation is what makes this community special. We want to celebrate football together with all of you. All right, now before we wrap up, we want to leave you with something to think about as you watch this match tonight.
We want you to think about the tactical battle. It's going to be fascinating.
Arne Slot versus Carlo Ancelotti. Wow.
Right. Two brilliant minds.
Clash of the Titans.
Will Ancelotti's experience, his ability to adapt, will that be enough for Real Madrid to overcome all those injuries?
That's the question.
Or will Slot's high pressing, his focus on crossing, will that be enough to dominate? We'll find out tonight.
I can't wait. We'll be watching closely to see whose tactics prevail. But one thing's for sure, this match is going to be electric.
Oh, yeah.
And remember, folks, this is the kind of deep analysis, the betting insights you get right here with Tipsmodo.
We're your one-stop shop for all things football betting.
So if you're serious about your bets, if you want to make smarter decisions,
You know where to come.
head over to our website. We've got everything you need. The best betting odds in Kenya, 24/7 customer support.
We're all about making your betting experience smooth and enjoyable.
Absolutely. And don't forget to join our amazing community on social media.
Yeah, come hang out with us.
We're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
All the big ones.
We've got live match updates, expert opinions, behind-the-scenes content, special offers, you name it.
We want you to be a part of the conversation, so tell us, who do you think will win tonight? Let us know on social media.
Share your predictions. Engage with our content. Be a part of the Tipsmodo family.
We're passionate about football. We love connecting with fellow fans.
It's all about sharing the love of the game, and your participation makes this community even better.
So what are you waiting for?
Head over to our social media pages and join the fun.
Bet smart. Bet with Tipsmodo.
And as always, may the best team win.